called me in the office, got some bad news for you, Darren. I'm thinking, wow, don't forget, they just refused me to go to my brother's funeral. Billy hung himself in my ma's house a year before I got out of prison. You know, my oldest brother. And they refused me to go to his funeral on the grounds that they used to prevent me to go to my dad's funeral when I was on remand 10 years before. So my dad died. Didn't really want to go, but I just wanted to go see the fambo. But I should have had that right. It's human right, blood. Should have been able to go to my dad's funeral. They said I couldn't go because it was an escape risk and there was a serious threat towards the staff who would escort me. So they refused me. 10 years later, Forest Bank, last year in my sentence, Billy's topped him, refused me on the same grounds. You're an escape risk. I've got 12 months left. There's a threat to the staff if they escort you. Who's made this decision? And it was a squad from Manchester called, when all grenades and that came into play between gangs in Salford and Liverpool and like this, there was a police organisation set up to combat that. They done the risk assessment on me and just refused it. So I'm already fuming off this. Within a week of that, in the office, they're all ready. And they said, some bad news. When you first got sentenced, the calculations of your sentence were wrong. You're now not out till the year 2021. I've been going through my jail thinking 2016, 21st of June 2016. Now they're telling me I've got another 4 years, 5 years on top before I'm even going for release. Mad that, isn't it? Fuming. Honest to God, it took. I just knew. Something just said. I just went sound. Give us that paperwork then. Give us this, give us that sound, like. Burst out the office, went upstairs, got on the phone to me brief. 4 weeks later, all sorted. They were fuming. So, everything's still in place for me to get out. On the phone, my release date's sweet, don't worry now, everything's planned, get everything planned. Pick up, go and get a scran, go and get a few grand's worth of clothes. You know when you spoil you when you first get out? That's what I was expecting, that's what was planned. I'm out on the Monday, we come on the Friday. Friday afternoon, they locked the wing down in Forest Bank. Security governor and all these dickheads came. Security ship out. I'm thinking, what? Security ship out. Where am I going? We can't tell you. When am I going? Now. Get your stuff. Hang on a minute. No, just get a bag. I'm just getting rushed off the wing. Where am I going? Can't tell you. Straight into a sweatbox. Take me to Preston jail. Take me to Preston jail. Land at Preston jail Friday night. Drive me into the segregation. Keep me in the block, don't give me a phone call, don't give me access to not also the weekend, all my property not with me. I just ended up with a little shit bag. I'm there now in prison clothes in this Preston because they take your clothes off you when you go in. So now I'm there in the prison sacky in the block. 2 days left before I get out, can't have a phone call, they're chatting shit. Comes Monday morning, 21st of June, Monday morning. About 4:30 in the morning, which is, it's just not, it doesn't happen. 4:30 in the morning, my door gets cracked open, come on reception. It's like, what? This early? But I'm happy to go. Being in that block for a weekend for call, let me get to reception. Got to reception, there's 4 suits there. MIT, Major Investigation Team, from Liverpool. You've been selected, Darren, to have a GPS tracker fitted on you. You're the first prisoner in the country to have a GPS tracker fitted on you. You're the test case. So now, I'm in reception, got these coppers putting this thing on my ankle like this, big square like a slab of cake. On my ankle. You can tell when I'm running, tell when I'm sweating, tell them if I've took drugs. It's not a tracker. It's not what... It's perimeter. On a tag, you've got a perimeter, and if you cross that perimeter, it'll bleep. This tracker was like the GPS on your phone or you're in your phone, and they could trace everywhere I went. So they put that on my ankle, banged me in a minibus with the four of them, and drove me to this high-risk hostel in Blackburn. Mad, mates. It was a probation hostel for high-risk prisoners. Apparently, they just changed the category. Nowhere else would accept me in the country. No other bail hostel in the country would accept me because of my prison file. This one changed from 100%. It was mad. They didn't tell me this. So, anyway, I've got put in this hostel, and I'm in this hostel. Probation one in Blackburn, St. Peter's Street, monster mansion, mates. Honest to God. They put me in this hostel, and I'm thinking, as soon as I've landed in there, I'm just happy to be out. Got it tagged up, got these babies bring, got a probation, got all these people waiting for me to arrive. It's like a big meeting, all these mad faces. At this meeting, get given a room, go in the room, start putting me little bits away that I have got, make a few phone calls, go downstairs, and I'm just thinking, this isn't normal, this. These lads these aren't the boys. You know when you're in jail you can spot the boys a mile off. I'm going, these aren't the boys, these, mate. This is strange, this. So I'm just avoiding them all because they're all like, it is what it is, people. I'm avoiding them, going up to my room. They shout lunchtime. And in this hostel you've all got to go down to this seating area, and there's a servey area, and you all eat your food in this one area. So I've gone down, got my shirt and went, I'm sitting amongst this. Went to my room, let me gran in there. They give me a warning. You should be mixing with the other people. Mad. So there was, that's me, word of warning was like a word, like a verbal. And I'm fresh out of jail here, first time in a probation hostel. Never been in a probation hostel. I'm on MAPA 3, tier 4. That's what they've got me on. MAPA 3, tier 4. It's the worst risk. There's only terrorists on it. They've got me on it. So I'm sitting there watching the news, local news. Suspect released after serving 10 years for doing this to 2 girls in a park in a bush. Everywhere I'm fucking turning, there's like all these weird people are everywhere. Then I go downstairs about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, floating, see some kid sat there with a bag. It's only him. I just seen on the thing. I'm fuming now, right? I'm realising what within 7 days I'm on the phone to my brothers and that. Listen, this place is full of nonsense, you know. I'm in like the little area outside. I'm on the phone saying, not even loud, saying, listen, I'm sure this is full of phones, this gaff, I need out. Been dragged in the office. A proper warning. I've still got the paperwork somewhere. I've had a warning off the hostel. Because I said that, I'm offending people in the hostel. If you use language like that again, we'll have to send you back. We'll have no placement for you. Mad that, isn't it? I ended up on an act. I ended up on a suicide act in that hostel. They wouldn't let me get out of there, you know, because of me historical shit. Mad, mate. And right, coming to the end of my jail, I was saying to probation, I'm not asked what the hostel is, just make sure there's no wrong'uns in there. Because I'm going through my jail, and I'm sitting down the block sometimes under investigation for putting them in hospital and shit. Not getting prosecuted or charged, but coming across these little horrible suspects and dealing with them. So I'm telling probation, it's all over my file, I've got a problem with that type of prisoner. It is what it is. And I'm telling them, do not put me. Look what they've done now. Apparently, they'd swapped it from 100% to 80% and made the other 20% for prisoners like me. High risk violent prisoners. The other 80% was monsters. The only way I got out of there, the only way I got out of that hostel was by getting employment full time. I left that hostel within 8 weeks. No other hostel would accept me in the country. The only alternative they had for me, if I couldn't handle it in here, which it wasn't, was back to prison. So I got a full-time job. 8 weeks after I've got out of custody off my 18-year prison sentence, I've got a full-time job. My brother was a manager, my younger brother was a manager of something, and he had loads of lads working for him laying cables around the country, and he managed to get me a job doing that. So now I'm waking up in this hostel at 7 o'clock in the morning. The gates get locked, so they lock the gates till I didn't click on, but then I got on it. You know, they keep the gates locked till after the morning school run had been done, and then they'd open the gates, and then I had to sign on at particular times in the day, and then all these people had to sign on when school was closing. They had to return back to the hospital like 2:30 till 4 o'clock. You know, them hours where schools are letting out, and she didn't click on until I started realising. I got this job, getting picked up every morning. They had to open the gates for me because the lads were travelling from Yorkshire, Halifax, Bradford. That's where I was working. The lads, good on them, they were coming from up there to Blackburn, picking me up that hour in the morning, work till 6, then they'd drive me back to the hostel, and I'd get back to the hostel like when the gates were locked. So they'd have to open the gates for me to get back in. Done it for a little 4 weeks and said, look, I'm not getting no time to reintegrate into society. I'm not getting no time to, you know, have my own time. I'm just working full time and travelling. How do you expect me to reintegrate? Okay, we'll have a meeting. I said, okay, Darren, we understand the difficulties, We've decided that you can move out the hostel into your own premises, but it's got to be within this vicinity. Give me a map with a triangle on it. I said, you've got to find somewhere to live in this triangle in St. Helens. Straight away she went, sound, get me out of this monster gaffly. So because I'd got out, when I first got out, there was paperwork, documents to fill in, filled them in, benefits, grants, because I'm a long-term prisoner. I get a few grand, I get shit to help me and get back on my feet and that. Filled all them in. Would have took about 12 or 16 weeks. Because now I've got a full-time job, that claim was shut down and I never got none of it. Now I've got to work like a month before I get my first set of wages, so I'm struggling already. But I just went out that hostel, found this house in Moss Bank, 2-bedroomed house, 2 up, 2 down, Moss Bank, little cul-de-sac area. Went down, didn't think I'd get it, because I'd never been in that, well, I had bought my own property before I went to jail. But sitting there with a landlord trying to convince her I'm sweet, I didn't know what to do. They just gave me a probation hostel in St. Helens Town Centre. I mean, the probation office, that's where I was signed to, the probation office. I had to sign up to St. Helens police station twice a day, 3 days a week. They'd come to where I was living once a week. Had a curfew, like 11 o'clock at night. Still on this map of 3 tier 4 shit, do you understand what I'm saying? So I'm in there, doing this job, getting picked up at St. Helens now, doing all the travelling. The wages, I'm in a van with 4 lads or something. And because I've just started a job, I'm on this mad tax thing where 30%. So I'm in a van with lads, they're getting paid 2,200 quid. I'm getting 700 quid, 800 quid because of this tax mad thing. You know when you first start working? Didn't have a clue, just went with the flow, happy out the hostel. Most of my money was paying the rent, 550 quid or something for this house. So most of my wages was paying that. Then I'm putting it on lecky and that, so I'm struggling. Going to probation, going, look, I'm struggling, they give me food bank things. Anyway, I'm struggling, but I'm happy. It's part of the process, you're meant to struggle, you've just been in jail in years, you're meant to struggle like this, aren't you? So I never went to a DCAT, just straight out to secure accommodation, bang, onto the streets. So it's hard to handle. So I'm in this hostel, in this house now in St. Helens. paying it. 6 months later, about 30 kids get laid off. I'm one of them. So now, I'm in this house, can't pay the rent. I'm telling my probation officer, I've got an eviction notice off the landlord. You know, I was there 2 months or something, and she's coming for the money, couldn't pay it. Eventually, 3 months, 12 weeks, give me eviction notice. So I'm in the probation now saying, look, got eviction notice. Well, what are you going to do about it, Darren? Well, I don't know what to do. I can't pay. They're going to kick me out. Well, you're going to have to try and sort something out. Have you claimed benefits? I said, when? Do we just start now? So now I've got to claim benefits again to try and get the rent for this house. So I'm going through that process. It's damaging me. It's ruining me. You know, don't forget, everyone who'd been visiting me on my prison is now not allowed to have contact with me. They give me a no contact list the day I got out. And everyone that was visiting me, I can't see. Can't go into Liverpool, can't ring me mum, can't ring brothers, can't have contact with 30 people. So now I'm in a mad position. If I ring someone for dough or ask for help, I get breached. I'm allowed one phone. Every car I get in, no matter what it is, I've got to ring the feds and say, I'm getting in this registration. This was the licence conditions. Mad. So now I'm wrestling with these. They're just still giving me shit and things. It's getting bad in this house for me now. The landlord's now come, and to get me out, I'm fighting with this. I'm arguing with her on a monthly basis. I'm on MAPA 3, Tier 4, violent prisoner, probation aren't doing nothing for me to help me here. It's like they want me back in jail, to be honest. So if I'm going under, they came in and took the combination boiler, the landlord condemned the gas boiler, so now I've got no heating and no hot water. I've still got my gym membership for the gym round the corner. I'm getting washed and cleaned in there. Having to wash my boxies in the shower in the gym, come back and dry them on a banister. It's horrible, mate. I was thinking to myself, I'm better off in jail. And that's where I found choose a life, not a knife. Had no lecky, couldn't feed myself, living off food banks, probation just aren't asked. The only lighting, now I'm in this one room in this house, and now I'm just in the front room in this house. There's no heating, it's freezing. I've got these candles, these little candles that you put in the thing and it makes it smell nice. Got about 100 of them on the windowsill. That's my only heat. And my phone. And my phone's got about data that's going to run out soon, because the Wi-Fi's dead and everything. It's horrible. So I just started going in on myself. I was already on a suicide act. It was already what they done to me in the hostel. Nowhere they wouldn't move me, and the only alternative was back to prison, so we had to suffer in this horrendous. So I was already in a mess, just trying to get through this shit with no one to help, because they're all on no contact lists. That was it, mate. Just talk this. Just got it as clean as I could. Got myself as clean as I could. Got everywhere neat and tidy. Prepped myself, basically. Just went through my phone a little bit, you know, for self-help things. You know, like a victim. Looking smart and all this mad shit. Tapped on a few things, come away from it. I'm not lying, lad. Got the kitchen knife there, I'm ready to go. My phone binged, ding. Don't forget, these phones are brand new to me. I've only just had this smartphone. They only agreed to it because I'm working. So now I'm on Instagram and shit. But it weren't popping off as much, do you understand? So I was just going to end it. And then it pinged. Choose a life, not a knife. Just took me away from the knife, took me in the phone, and I've carried it since. I'm carrying it. Just carrying the message that saved me life, basically, is like risking my life regular. What, people trying to shoot me dead over the message now? Got another Osman warning there 4 weeks ago. Threat to life warning 4 weeks ago, fresh one. Bad thought of it in my life now.